In this video tutorial, we're going to be showing you how to install Oxide, aka Umod, onto your SublightServers Rust server. The first thing you're going to want to go ahead and do is open up your game services. If you only have one service, it'll automatically redirect here. If you have multiple, you'll see a list of them. Just go ahead and choose the game service that you want to install Oxide on, and it'll open up. Here you can see your basic info. If you're familiar with the service, you already understand that. What you're going to want to go ahead and do is hit stop. We're going to wait for the server to stop. It'll usually take between 5 to 15 seconds. It just kind of depends on what's going on. Once the service stops, you'll see the service was successfully stopped, and you'll see a stopped status here. You're going to want to go to the mod manager, and then you're going to go ahead and install Oxide Umod. What this is going to do is it's going to go ahead and install the latest version. It's going to pull it directly from the server, from the Oxide server. Sometimes it'll say step 0 of 1. Just go ahead and hit start. See, you'll see it was already going. Sometimes it'll start, sometimes it won't. It's just a little bug. It'll say downloading file 100%. And then you should see the mod was successfully installed. And it'll say to uninstall Oxide, you'll need to reinstall / wipe your server from the actions menu. Most of you, if you're installing Oxide, you're not going to want to uninstall it because most of you are going to be using the plugins. But now that that's installed, you could also then install the Rust IO map. I know that's a popular plugin. That's why we always have that here. But next thing you'll want to do is go ahead and go back to your service, and then just go ahead and hit start. Because what we're doing is we're going to make sure that the server starts without any error. That is pretty important. We'll just go ahead and let this auto refresh. Once it gets up to about 3 to 4 gigs, depending on what's going on, that'll pretty much tell you the service was started. And depending on the class of CPU that you chose, sometimes if you chose the higher performance one, it'll start faster. If you chose the lower performance, it might take a little longer to start. You'll see the CPU usage spike a little bit. That's completely normal. Once this gets to about 3 gigs, then we're going to wait until this shows your player count. And that'll pretty much tell us that the server was successfully started. And we're going to go ahead and check the file manager to make sure that Oxide created all the necessary mods or all the necessary files. And then you'll be good to go. We'll just wait here a second. So like I said, servers will sometimes take 15 seconds, a minute. It really depends on server load and what you have on your machine. Assuming this is a new, or on your service. Assuming this is a new service, you're not going to have much on there already. So we're just going to wait. And as you can see now, it says 0 out of 50. So that means your server was successfully started. So we're going to go ahead and go to the file manager. And then we're going to go ahead and check to see if we see Oxide here. And since we see Oxide, that means the Oxide compiler successfully worked. And you can even see your Oxide config here. You can download it, edit it, whatever you need to. But that shows that Oxide was successfully installed. Then you can go ahead and upload your plugins to the plugin folder, and you are good to go. Thank you for watching. That's been a SublightServers tutorial.